Hello. Um, see if Brooke beats me here before I even text her. Sometimes she does. Um, I just texted her. So we'll give it a minute. But anyway, so today is the day before New Year's Eve. She said she'll be on soon. She's just grabbing some food. I keep doing that. Mom gave me this wonderful idea to take a pen lid like this, put it over your straw when you have a cup like this, so keep the bugs out of it. And then I went one further and put some clay on the tip because this is one of those that has a hole in the lid. So even if you put the lid on here without that little dot of clay, they could still crawl down the lid right into the straw, and yeah, that whole thing. So, but I'm sitting here waiting on a package, and I'm going to have to put the computer over here this time because the cord don't reach that far. And I have to tilt the screen way a little forward so people are just seeing, like, barely seeing my head. Brushing out my beautiful curls. It's the only drawback is if I don't brush my hair, I would retain those beautiful curls. But the minute I brush my hair, it brushes them right out. But I don't want to sit around with my hair looking like bats have been nesting in it. Especially as easily as it's tangled. And the places that it gets tangled. Ow. So if I suddenly jump up and say something to the effect, my package is here, be right back, then that's just me running down the stairs to get my package before they drive off. and try to say, oh, we can't gain access to the building, so we couldn't deliver your package. And 9 times out of 10, especially right now, because I still haven't made my credit card payments yet, I'm not going to, most likely not going to answer any phone. I know isn't my messy little mess there, just adorable. Ow. I won't answer the phone because there's too high of a chance it's garbage call. I have the money. I have it in my savings. I put back the $150 like I normally do, and I pay $50 on each card, and that's just the best that I can do. So, because of all the fucking late fees they're constantly charging me and shit, I'm going to be paying on these forever. Or so it seems. But point being, I'm trying to get them paid back, Anyway, I'm being responsible, doing the right thing, getting my credit cards paid back. And Brooke, whatever you do get on, just to let you know, hon, that this is on subs only today. Because, some like personal family matter related stuff, public don't need to be able to see. I'm not trying to put our family's business out there like sadly a lot of times I have, because I'm so messed up in my head and hurting from what's been done to me that I don't stop to think clearly that, okay, is this going to be, what are the general topics that I'm going to be able to talk about? Am I going to be able to talk about stuff that's unfamily related? So meaning I can talk about stuff that's not family related. It's not going to be getting too personal or anything like that, because I'm really not trying to get our business out there to where just anybody can watch it and then use it to their advantage and think, oh, we got a sucker here. Look at this stupid broad, getting on here telling her life story out there to the public, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm not trying to. When you're hurting, you don't think straight. But don't get me wrong, like I said, and I will keep that promise. I'm going to keep my life as positive as I can. I will try not to talk about negative stuff, but at least this is only subs. So if you're the only sub that shows up, then you're the only one that's going to be able to see this. And any other subs of mine, they're the only ones that'll be able to view it. Not just anybody in the public will be able to view it. So, but just let me say this briefly so I can get it out of the way and hopefully not bring it up again. And I only say that because I make the mistake of saying, okay, I'm not going to bring it up again, and then I do. So hopefully I won't, but if I do, I apologize for bringing it up more than once. While I'm waiting for you to get on, I know Pops sent you the text messages that Michael sent that I have mentioned a lot on here, so you could see for yourself just why I'm hurting as much as I am right now, and just absolutely crushed that my own son has turned against me. And for what? So at least and I'm glad and I don't ever want to read those again myself, but I can only apologize ahead of time because I still cry over it. Like, I'm tearing up right now. I'm trying not to, but I'm trying to just, let it go. And I don't want to, make this a negative live. So to change tactic to something positive, I've got some witchy clothes coming today I've got a hoodie, a pair of Gothic pants, which once they get here, I'm going to be looking at the chains and I'm going to see if I can't wear them on the front of the pants. Because if I can't, then I might take them off altogether and find some other way to put them on the pants that is more my style. Not like, I don't like the style that they're on there right now. That's typical Gothic, I know that. But I'm still me, and I still want to put my own flair on it. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to detach the chains from where they are and like put them on as like a silvery belt that kind of hangs down, just like hook it into some of the belt loops and, decide how far I want it to hang down and how close, like how far I want it to hang down or how little I want to hang down, and then like adjust accordingly. And I have a jacket coming that I'm going to have all three of them on, and you guys are probably going to go, huh? Or you might not think nothing of it. It'll just be a jacket, the hoodie, and the pants, and you'll be like, oh, that's cute. But there is a significance about the jacket, and I will see if you can guess, Brooke, or anybody else that comes on here without me saying anything, of the particular style of jacket it is, and the color, and why it is the color that it is, and everything. It's not something you would have seen. I don't want to give it away. It's going to be an unusual mix, believe me. I'm not even sure I'm going to like it, so I won't know until it gets here. But it's because of the material the jacket's made from, I'll have to be real super careful about wearing it around my cats, because they'll snag the hell out of it, like they've already snagged my pants here. My pretty rainbow flares that I'm wearing, these guys, they've snagged it like several different places. I'm just getting up to look out window, make sure Amazon's not out there yet. Because supposedly now they're saying 12:15 or so, they're going to be bringing my stuff, and it's exactly noon now. And I also, from Temu, believe it or not, and I'm so happy about this, I have coming the witchy cardigan that I tried to get on Amazon, but they ran out of them before I could. And I was crushed. I was like, damn it, I've been wanting that forever. So I got on Temu one day, and there it was. And I was like, no way. So I got the largest size they have, so I hope it'll fit okay, because it's only like a 14. So I hope it's going to fit me. But if not, I will still be crushed, but at least maybe it'll encourage me to continue with this weight loss thing so I can lose the weight I need to lose so that I can wear it. But because of the angle of the computer and stuff, I have to get up and turn around to look out and see it, because I can't just look out and see it if I had the computer over that way. But this way, the cord isn't getting pulled on too much, and because this cord only goes so far, and if I try to put it over here where I normally do, it's... No, she's not on yet. She said she'd be on in a few. She's going to get some food, so... So just to let you know also, Brooke, that's because he sent you those, Pops sent you the text messages. That's not why I suddenly decided to do a live, okay? So don't think that, please. It's not at all. Because you missed the other one, I thought I would try this one today in the hopes that maybe you'd be able to pop on this time, because I never know, when you get busy, like there may be times when you are too busy and you can't really get on quick, right away and stuff. So I'm trying to do them more often, but I don't know how well I'm going to do or whatever. Plus, I'm going over to Mom's today because I still owe her $20 for laundry. Still got to try to get rent. And by the time and when I add 7 to the 26 that I have in my wallet, I'll have like a little over $30, and that's like it. That's my money for the month of January. Yeah, so ain't gonna be able to do much with that. But I'm sorry I haven't gotten the card loaded yet with the money so we can place our order from you. But figuring the shipping and handling being $20 and then the $86 for just the 2 multivites, that's roughly about $106 right there. So I'm not sure how much that's going to leave us to be able to get stuff. But I already showed the pictures to Maria, and she hasn't picked anything yet. But she might be waiting for me. I don't know, because I've already looked at them myself. But I wasn't able to decide on anything either right yet, because I guess it's probably better just to wait until I get the money loaded on the card. And I would rather wait until after I've gotten the rent, after I've gotten the 27, that I'm going to just, put in my wallet. Like I said, so I'll have like a little over $30 some. And my money's done for the whole month of January. So, ow. I hate this. Something's giving me bad gas in my stomach. And I call it the bad gas because it's the most painful. And it's horrible, horrible, miserable. You just want to get it out. I don't want to have to keep running to the bathroom. But I may have no choice because this is miserable. Sitting here trying to talk and can't because I'm too miserable because my gut feels like it's being cut open. Ow.
It's all right, Bella. Come here. Come here, baby. Bella. Come here.
sorry. Oh no. Oh. Hey, Boo. Hi. Watching for my package. No, please don't. Please don't snag my pants. Let's go to the loo to see if I can get rid of that horrible gas. I hope I did. A couple of antacids, but I don't know how much they help with gas, if at all. What I'd really like to have is some Gas X. You know, put a couple of Gas X chews in my mouth, chew them up, and get rid of the gas once and for all. So I'll glance at the screen once in a while, make sure I'm not missing anything, anybody popping on or anything. I'm holding on to these because I have nowhere to set them right now. Because where I had it sitting, I have other stuff sitting there and Boo's on my lap, so I can't even sit forward and sit it down with the other stuff. So at least it's out of the way and I don't have to worry about it getting broke. But ow, no claws. No claws, Boo. Ow, baby claws hurt. And I don't want my pants snagged any more than they already are. And I don't know what kind of material the pants that are coming are made of. Won't know until they get here. Oh, I wish I had some Pepto-Bismol, but sadly that don't really help with gas either, I don't think. Hey, Squeaky. And I keep looking out the window because I don't know when, like I said, I'm watching for my package. I have no idea when they're actually going to get here. Anyway, I was texting with my friend Vicky. I let her know that I was on live, so I said pop on if you can, but if not, she can watch it later. But she pointed out something to me, and she's right. I still need to be careful. Something that I mentioned, and it was during a public live. So she's right. I got to be more careful, and I will definitely try my best to do so. But I don't know how long I'm going to be on. I don't know how long this live's going to be. Because, I still got to go over to my mom's. I'm waiting on my outfit. Once my outfit gets here, I'm probably going to put it on anyway. Because, I want to see how everything fits and hope it fits okay. Ow. Oh, hey. I have to keep looking out the window because I'm watching for a package. So, but like I said, I've got it on subs only today. So since you're a subscriber to my channel, you can get on still and everything. Oops. I gotta set that up better. Setting up something in my little coffin shelf here. Oh, no, you don't. Don't you dare fall off of there. My little coffin shelf. I got a little coffin shelf here. You can't see it, but I've got two more of the same coffin shelf on my altar. One's purple, one's pink, and then I got the black one right here. I'll show it to you. It's pretty cool. See? My little coffin shelf. Isn't that cute? And if you're wondering what that big spiral looking crystal thing is there, that's my selenite crystal. It's this one. It's really good for creating and keeping positive energy in the home. And I have it right next to me because, I do get distressed about stuff. And this, I forget the name of the crystal. Brooke would know if she was on. But this is, it's a crystal of some kind that I forget what the name of it is, but I fell in love with it and got it on from her shop back when she was still doing her shop on doing live streams and doing her shop. And so this is from the UK. This is actually from the UK. And I've got a smaller one like that that is a little bit flatter on two sides. And it's a unicorn. It's called a unicorn crystal because of all the pretty colors it's got in it. Hang on, let me check again. I don't see them out there, and I can always check on my phone because it, especially when the package gets 10 stops away or something like that, a little thing will pop up and let you know that it's 10 stops away. So Um, but this is what I'm getting today. This is the hoodie. That's the hoodie. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's got, witchy symbols on it. And it says, lie by the sun, love by the moon, I think. Or live by the sun, love by the moon. And these are the pants that are coming. These are the pants that are coming. See the long chains on the side? I'm going to take those and change them. Oh my God, they had them in purple and black. I didn't even know. Oh man, those would have been cool. Check out the purple and black ones. Like one side's purple, the other side's black. Maybe I'll get bold and get those in the future. No, that one I can't show because it's too much of a giveaway. But I can show these. This is it's 7 archangels incense that I got coming, and it's a 35-gram box, 7 different incense, and once it gets here, I'm going to do my daily angel. My angel for the day, and light the appropriate incense for that angel. So I'll just, periodically I'll check. No. That stuff was Amazon, but Temu. Hang on. This is Temu. Hang on. Let's see if I can bring up my stuff that's coming. Here we go. Here's one of the things that's coming. It's a rug that's designed to make it look like there's literally a hole in the center of it, but there isn't. And I'm getting 2 of those because my friend Robert, he liked it and he wanted one, so I got him one. You want to talk about a cute jewelry box? I wish I would have had the money. I would have got it. It's shaped like a coffin, and it's a jewelry box. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, can't wait to get these. It's a tarot deck, and look what it's called. Isn't that cool? Beat it at $2.96. Here's my cardigan that I've got coming. See, isn't that cool? And I've got this dress. I can bring it back up in here. So I think it's really pretty. It's got a lot of pretty like multicolors in the bottom of it and stuff. And I've got these coming. They're jeggings. They're leggings. They look like jeans, and they got like white flowers on them, but they're not. They're leggings. They're stretchy. This is Temu stuff. This is stuff I got coming from Temu. I think that's everything that they're showing on the list here. Oh, this is another thing I got coming. It looks like a real snake, but it's not. And you just wrap it around your arm. So you can really mess with people because when they first see it, they're likely going to jump and go, oh shit, is that a real, you got a snake on your arm. It's like, yeah, so, but it's not real. It's just meant to, like trick people. I think this ashtray's cute. I would have loved to have gotten him, but I didn't have enough money. Oh, isn't he cool? Little alien dude. Yeah. So yeah, that's things I've got coming from Temu. I've got this real pretty bed set. It's 2 3-piece red rose print bedding set, bedroom decor, dovet cover with pillowcases set, no filler. So I'm not sure how much of it it's cut, but it's real pretty roses. I'm never going to be able to put it on the bed, sadly, because the cats would have it destroyed. So, but yeah, they've got some cool stuff in here, and I know I'm learning slowly but surely how to check. Oh, and I got the necrometer. Check it out. The other one that I was telling you about that's like $10, and this is what the paranormal investigators are using now. You ready for this? The magnetic interference is at 50 UT right now. And this is how I usually start off a session. Are there any spirits here that wish to speak? Oh, and the first overdose, and then overdeveloped came up before that. So this is the necrometer. So I'll leave it sitting up here. So feel free to ask questions. You don't have to type the questions, just ask them. Basement. Yes, I do have a connection with the basement. I used to go sit down there a lot and really enjoy it, but it's colder down there. I would love to go down to my basement room and start doing stuff again, but I'm a little leery and afraid of trying that because I don't want the building manager to give me bullshit about it again like he did last time and got me in trouble. And, even after the landlord gave me permission to use the room the way I was using it, John walks in the door and, 5 minutes after Joe gave me the okay to use the room the way I was using it, John got it taken away. And I thought that was pretty low. That was pretty messed up. So ask a question. You don't have to type it or anything. Just ask it out loud as if you were sitting right here and see if the necrometer answers for you. And if it does, let me know if it's right on the money or if it's like, no, it's not making sense at all what I asked. Because when I first used it myself, it actually brought up the name Carl, which is my brother. And, so that made me think, okay, it might be somebody that recently passed that knows me, knows my brother, knows the situation that's going on with me and my brother because of what he pulled on Christmas. But I still love him. I have forgiven him. And I keep reminding myself, love, forgive, love, forgive. Yeah. What did it say? Said, yeah.
You are wrong.
You are wrong. Anyway. Garage. So I have no idea what it's talking about there. We don't have a garage. But it could be something you're asking. I don't know. Just let me know if it answers anything right for you. I'm just curious, Just have some fun with it. Make the live interesting, Brooke hasn't been able to pop on yet, so she may still be eating, or maybe she's afraid to pop on because Chris sent her the text messages that Michael sent me, the hurtful ones, talking about, calling me a backstabber and just all kinds of hurtful, negative stuff he was saying about me. No, not asking anything. Okay. It might just be, it's either picking up on my thoughts or it could just be trying to give me a clue as to what kind of spirit it is. If it's somebody that I know, someone that used to live here, someone that's never been here, someone that's just picked up on the energy and the fact that I activated the necrometer. So they're just like, hey, let me look outside. Nope, no Amazon truck yet. But, so she may be a little afraid to get on because she may be afraid that I'm going to talk about those text messages. And I've already said on here, no, I won't. But at least she knows now why I'm crushed because of what Michael said. And other than that, I'm not elaborating on any of it. I don't want to read those again myself because...
Agree.
Agree.
Help us.
Help us. Help who? Who's us? It's at 54. Oh, no, it's fluctuating. 54. It's going between 54 and 53. Who is us? Help us. What do you mean help us? Who's us? Shipped and tracking. Your order has been shipped. Oh, she's going to be upset because she didn't get the one she thought she was getting. The cardigan that I showed you, Maria thought she was getting the same thing because she wants the same one like I have. But she is the thing that she actually ended up buying as a hoodie. So, but she'll still like it. And I'll be like, hey, sis, Timu's probably still got the cardigans on there. I'll just go on. Many years ago. Okay. Many years ago, somebody I knew many years ago. Help us. You lost me. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and shut it off. It's too distracting. But I got the other necrometer. And, I'd rather be able to keep checking on my Amazon order anyway. And I can't do that if I got the necrometer going. But anyway, so in the future, I'll probably have to end up ordering that for Maria because she's thinking that she's getting the cardigan that I'm getting. And it turns out it's not. She's getting a hoodie. But it's still witchy, so she'll still like it. I know she will. But I'll just tell her, you can always order the cardigan. I'll make sure that it's the right one this time and get whatever size she wants me to get, which I think she wants me to get her a medium because she don't want it to be too tight. She don't want it to be too loose. She wants it to be a certain fit a certain way. So with her being so small and such a small body frame and everything, she decided that a medium would be fine because she brought out another hoodie that she had or whatever that zips up. And she said, I want it to be like this size. I said, okay. So I looked at the size and it said medium. So I went on the chart of availability on Temu and I'll make sure and punch in a medium for her and, get it for her. It's like sis, you can always get it sometime in the future. Meanwhile, you got this cool hoodie coming. So it's still witchy. And don't worry about it. We'll get you the cardigan. It's just going to take a little bit longer. That's all. Because with a cardigan, I don't know if all cardigans are like this, but they don't zip up the front. They don't hook up. They're open. But it's got a nice big hood. Something I can throw on my arms in the morning. Because a lot of times I get up in the morning and I'm cold. So, because, we can't insulate the windows proper because of the cats and everything. Because like if we found some masonry nails, which I don't even know where any of them are now, we'd have to literally go out, buy masonry nails, pick the blanket we're going to tack up, and we would have to put at least 4 nails and they'd have to be in there good. And we would have to probably tie it back during the day because otherwise the cats are they like looking out the window. We don't have the plastic kits, to put on our window. So that's out. So it's drafty. I'm always sitting by the window here. And, so having something like a cardigan, a witchy cardigan to throw on is nice and then I can put the hood on because, keep the body heat in the top of my head by wearing the hood. But it's open, so I'm not getting overly warm. I usually try to make sure if I don't have a pair of socks on, then I'll put on a pair of my slippers because I got like 3 or 4 pairs of booty slippers now. So that works out. And I got me a real nice foot bath. It's probably about yay tall. It's decent size. And it goes like mid shin on me. But it's it's a portable foot bath, so you can like flatten it down and roll it up, and it comes in its own little bag and everything. But filling it's kind of a pain in the butt because you got to fill it, then you got to zipper it closed, then you got to drag it in here, then you got to make sure it is set securely enough up against the couch before you unzipper it. Make sure you have your towel ready, to be able to dry your feet off when you're done soaking. And then you unzipper it, you stick your feet in, and so I can only fill it like half full. And by the time I stick both of my feet in, it comes up to the very, very top. And the first time I used it here recently, the water, a bunch of it gushed out all over the floor. So it made a mess. I had to put a couple of towels down just to get it to sop up the water. And these floors are so disgustingly dirty that it's like it permanently stained yellow, which is a horrible color, a section of one of our bath towels. So the next couple of times that we wash it, it's probably going to take a few washings to get that white and that brighter color back and get that stain out of it now, because these floors being the way they are. So, and it's not, it's not our fault. Like if we could afford like a steam cleaner or something, and I could get enough of this stuff cleared away and we could do a good steam cleaning job, then that water would be black within like the first minute or less, just running it over a section of the floor, because this floor has never been cleaned or shampooed or anything of that nature in the entire 16 years we've been here. And it's been sitting a lot longer than that. And the building used to be offices before they became apartments. So, and I don't know how long ago that happened, but this way, I can kind of check, and if it says that they've been delivered, then I know to go out there and see where they left them, so I can get it before anybody else. Okay, let me do this. No, that don't help. I wish there was a way to refresh it, and I can't. Part of my order shipped. Part of my Temu order shipped. Okay, what shipped? Hello. Let me see if it shows. What shipped? Oh, yeah, that's right. I got some really cool witchy black, they call it black matte because it don't have the glossy lipstick coming. I had a Dr. Scholl's foot bath for many years. I still worked, so I donated it after a couple years not using. It was great, but we just have no space for everything here. I know how you feel, hon. Believe me. I know how you feel, because let's see if it'll show anything else. Just trying to see if anything else had pre-shipped. So at least I know that's on its way, the lipstick. And I don't mind them doing that. I really don't, because, if I can get some of my items quicker that way, that makes me happy. Okay, and her hoodie, her Gothic hoodie has shipped. So that's good. This is the hoodie that she got. Let me see if I don't know if it's going to bring it up. No, it won't bring up the picture. So it's like, I don't think I can blow it up either, can I? Oh, yeah, I can. Here we go. This is the hoodie she's getting. See it? Isn't that cool? So see, it's still witchy. It's still cool. And, it does have a hood and everything. So I think she'll still like it. And then it's like, we'll get you the cardigan later, sis. That's all. No biggie. So that's good. Those two things have shipped rather. And then I just keep checking on my Amazon. Let's see. How do I go back here? Let me go into my cart. And then go into my orders. Let it bring them back up. This is the only way I can refresh so I can see a more accurate, like where it's at or how much closer it is. It's about the same. So I got my jacket, my pants, my hoodie, and my incense coming today. And once it gets here, I'm going to probably put it all on just for fun while I got the live going. I won't do it, of course, in front of the screen, nothing crazy like that. I'm not that crazy, but go into the bedroom, switch my clothes out. And I'm hoping that these pants are of a material that I don't have to worry about my cat snagging the crap out of them. So it's like, And I haven't even called my mom or anything yet. So, I'm not going to worry about that right now because I know me. I know that I'm going to not feel comfortable. I'm going to prefer rather to stay here until my package gets here, because the whole time I'm over at mom's, it's really hard for me to visit or pay attention to anything going on there because my mind's going to be here wondering, is it my package here yet? Did somebody get it? Is somebody watching out for it? And it just stresses me out. So it's like, I don't need the stress. So I'm sorry, but I'm just going to stay here until it gets here. That way I can put it on. I can wear it over to mom's and watch the reaction on her face, because she's not going to know what to think. And you'll understand why when I put the jacket on with the outfit. You're going to be like, Janet? Yeah, okay. I see what you mean there. That typically you would not wear this style of jacket with this outfit. Let me put it that way. But it's all in fun. And, I got to keep up my reputation of, I'm not a typical Capricorn. I am not a typical Capricorn. So get that out of your head right now. This Capricorn is wired and very weird. And, so you have to get used to me. But God love you and bless you when you do, or if you do, because then I become addictive, but I'm also so much fun. Like I say, I'm crack without the drug, because some of the stuff I do, some of the way I view things is, I just look at it as it's unique. It's just a unique perspective, just like so many others have, and sometimes I'll say something and make people go, huh, why didn't I think of that? I never thought of that before. It makes their mind go to other places that maybe will help them to stumble onto something that they need to know. They didn't know they needed to know, but now that they do know, they're glad they know, because now they know which way to go. Are you confused yet? In other words, it opens your mind. It expands your mind. It makes you look at things from different perspectives. It's kind of how I'm trying to help people break out of ruts, because my brother's in one right now. God love him. And I hope that he snaps out of it. I do. I pray for him every day. Forgive, love, forgive, love, forgive, love. And I keep saying that and chanting that in my heart, in my soul, in my mind. Forgive him, love him, but, just keep wishing good things for him, and help him to, have a good day. Let him have a good day. Let him finally find the encouragement to go out there to like the senior center and maybe start doing some of the little different gatherings and games and stuff they do. Like sometimes they have a bingo night. You probably don't win very much, but it's not so much the winning as the sociality, being out there with the people, because how else are you going to meet people, right? That's a perfectly safe way to do it. You're going to get to know some of the locals, and then you'll be able to weed through, okay, that one's a little too crazy for me. I ain't going around that one. But this one ain't so bad. That's how friendships develop. Then guess what? Maybe somebody, him and these people are like, just let's start with one. Just him and say him and some lady meet. And, they have a lot in common. They're in about the same age group, and compatible signs, please, goddess. So they get along and everything, and they can understand things from each other's perspective and point of view. So, but don't rush into anything. It's like, just start out as friends, go out and do some fun stuff together, do the bingo thing together, see what other little gatherings and different events that they have, and try to do some of those together. Hey, you going to come to the such and such? Yeah, I think I might. You going to be there? Yeah, I'll be there. Okay, well, I'll see you there. It's not like you have to suddenly go and start picking each other up or anything. Take it slow. Don't be like, would you like to move in with me the day you meet the person or something? But take your time, because even though there's going to be a degree of impatience there, I feel possibly, especially with Carl, because it's been so long since he's been with a woman, since he's had a woman in his life, not just in his bed, but in his life. You know what I mean? Somebody that really loves him, truly loves him, that would be faithful, loyal, that would help him through these tough times, that would give him courage when he needs it, that, he can talk to, that they can go out and do fun stuff together. That's all I've ever wanted for him. That's all I've ever wanted for anybody I love and care about, because it is so needed in the world, because it is so hard to find. It is so rare, that if you are so lucky and blessed to have it, hold on to it, with both hands as hard as you can till your knuckles are white, because if you let it go, you're going to regret it the rest of your life. And it really scares me with this whole, most of the time, at least up to so far, Carl is all talk, no action. Okay. But I still have a concern that what if he actually does commit suicide or attempt to, and almost succeeds. I don't want to be the one to get that phone call saying my brother's dead, or that he's in the hospital and almost died because he tried to kill himself. I don't want to go through that. You know what I mean? It's like, because that kind of pain, that kind of hurt crushes me. It breaks my heart and it shatters my soul. And I don't know how many more times I can put myself back together, because I have just, I try to be an ally to him. I try to understand and overlook a lot of what he says and does, even though it hurts me terribly every time he does. But like, he says certain things or does certain things, it's like a slap in the face, but I try to overlook it. But on the other hand, I just wish he would stop, and I wish I could finally just find a way to say, bro, every time you bring that up, it's hurtful to me. It's like you have this hidden resentment towards me, or envy, or both, and it's hurting me. I'm not, if I didn't care about you, I wouldn't be here. If I didn't love you, I wouldn't help you as much as I've tried, but you turned on me, not the other way around, and you were all I had. So now I'm in a position to, okay, I can love you and I can forgive you, but I don't know. I mean, you're making it damn hard to trust you, because how long is it going to be before you hurt me again? It's like it never ends. And I have never, ever done anything intentionally to hurt Carl. Yeah, we may do things out of anger. We may do things, but it's still, we need to stop hurting each other. We need to find another way. We need to be able to sit down and talk it through, make sure both sides are being heard, acknowledged, and say, okay, look, I'm really sorry. And then the other person be able to say the same. I'm really sorry, sis, that you're right. That was wrong of me to be that way. And, and then I in turn could say, okay, thank you. That means a lot. Let's just go from here. Okay. And let's agree to try harder, because I can't single him out. I don't want him to say, but you got to promise to try harder. Like he's the only one that's going to screw up and make the mistakes. I'm not saying I won't make mistakes still, but it's like, let's just go from here and try harder to minimize the chances of these misunderstandings happening again. And then we're both hurt again, and then we're not talking. And then who do you have? Because a lot of times he don't even call mom, because he's afraid that she don't want to talk to him either, that she don't want nothing to do with him. And that's not the case. A lot of times it's just mom. She has never been a talker when it comes to the phone. I'm just looking out again, making sure Amazon's not out there. But because our family has always been broken and dysfunctional, it's like this evil cancer, that just keeps spreading, and you're like, it kills you because you don't want to keep seeing your family go through it, but there's only so much you can do to try and smooth the waters, and that's not always possible. So yeah, that dang glare, I hate that glare. Because I have nothing put up to the window, really. And maybe if I could take one of those down, but no, I can't, because not right now anyway. I was trying to, because see, turning my head like this, it hurts my neck. So I'll just have to check every few minutes or so to make sure I haven't missed anything that anyone has typed or anything, or that you've typed, and try to answer accordingly. I would have liked to have hung up, and these coffin shelves do come with this little package of hardware that you can hang them up. But with as old as this building is, I don't know how practical that is to even attempt, because I don't want to put them up and think that I've got them put up well, and then one of them comes crashing down to the floor and breaks everything on it, because then I'm going to be really upset, because there's stuff that would be broke that I can't replace, and I would be very upset. So I decided, no, let's not risk it. Let's just make these tabletops. Let's just make these tabletop versions, because at least that way when they're on the tabletop, they're secure. And I don't have to worry about them so much, come crashing down and breaking and whatever. But I hope you're okay, and you and your family, and I hope your day's going okay. Mine's okay. I do, for the most part, I do try to keep things positive. But, there are times when I will mention stuff that saddens me, that things that I've noticed in our family and just in life, mistakes I've made, certainly. Choices I made that I wish I hadn't. But, I also know I have to let that shit go too and move on from here, and just try to do better, try to choose smarter, decide smarter, like think before you spend, think before you speak, because when you're angry, you can't promise that what comes out is going to be positive and loving. It could be hurtful, demeaning, it could really cut the person down. And that's not what I'm trying to do. My friend Vicky's on. Brooke hasn't made it on yet. She said she was going to get some food and then pop on, but she might have got busy doing something. And that's okay. Like I said, with these, she can always watch it later. And I already told her, I said, I hope she doesn't think that I did this just because I know she's got the text messages now that you sent her, that Michael sent, bad ones, because it's not what this live's about. I was just trying to give her another chance to pop on if she could, because she wasn't able to pop on to the last one. And you, by the time you realized I was on, I think, or something, I had already killed the live, because was only on after a little over an hour, I think. And she didn't come on, and I ran out of things to say or talk about. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and kill this live. And, thanked everybody that watches it in the future and likes the video, leave a comment, join the channel if they haven't already, or whatever. But it's funny because I can never see the comments. I've not yet figured out how to do that. So I think you suggested once doing it on my phone while I'm live on here. I can go into my phone and I can read the comments that way. So I'll have to try it one of these times. But I guess I'm afraid I'm going to screw it up and do it wrong and kill the live prematurely or something. But because I'm not as tech savvy as Chris is. He could do it boom, boom, and it'd be nothing like, what, this is kids play, this is child's play. But Christmas, I guess, really for the most part, it was good. And irregardless of Carl's upset and stuff, we didn't. Nobody let it ruin Christmas. But then I had that scary episode that happened to me Christmas night after we got home, and it was the 26th. It was the next day, and I literally almost thought I had died, or thought I had almost died rather, and it was scary. So, and if it was just a bad case of overeating, then I'm trying to be more careful this time and not do that again, because I really had just eaten too much that day, and my stomach just couldn't handle it. So, but the fact that it was hurting in my chest, that's what scared me, because I thought, oh my God, I'm having a heart attack, or I'm having a stroke, or I'm about to die, because I was that scared. I thought I was dying. And I was in here in the living room, sitting on the wooden chair, crying, whimpering really. And Chris heard me, and he came out to check on me and make sure I was okay, which surprised me, because I thought he was dead asleep, because he was snoring just moments before I got out of bed to get up. I was drinking water. I had drank some milk. My stomach, the top part of my stomach up here, was feeling just absolutely horrible. My chest was tight. My chest was hurting. The middle of my shoulder blades was hurting. I thought I was having a heart attack, and it scared the hell out of me. So I was trying to deal with it on my own, because there's been times in the past when I had a scary episode happen to me, and I needed Chris to be awake and help me through it. And then when I woke him up, he got mad at me or agitated or whatever, because he, it was like he didn't care that, I was scared, and that I didn't know what was happening to me, and I just needed him to sit up with me for a few minutes till I could get it calmed down. And a lot of times it was just simply dehydrating myself. It might have been. Could have been indigestion. It could have been, I think that's something he said too, indigestion. And I have acid reflux. But it very rarely is it triggered, because like usually when it hits, you're laying down, and then it's like that when you burp and you almost throw up, you feel throw up in your mouth and it burns like crazy. That's the acid. And I've never taken anything for it. I've never taken anything, because they have that Nexium out there that keeps it down and everything. But it's always so rare when it happens. And usually it only happens if I overeat. If I eat too much, and then my body can't digest it. So then it tries to throw some of it up. So, but, I was just, it was so bad that night that Chris gave me one of his glycerins, and I've never taken nitroglycerin before, but I knew what to expect really, because he takes it sometimes. And, I let it dissolve under my tongue, and it made the tightness of my chest ease up immediately. So it at least helped there, and I was grateful, because then slowly but surely, I finally, after a lot of praying and asking for healing from, Raphael, which is the archangel of healing, and some of my creepy hollow spirits, like my unicorn Essus, part of his description is healing. So I was calling on every spirit that I could, that was part of my spirit family, please come and help heal this from my system. I don't want to die. I'm really scared. I'm trying to keep my calm here, but I'm really scared. I need help. And they come immediately, because they know that I don't ask for that help unless I really, really need it. And we didn't have anything for indigestion. I took a couple of antacids. That helped a little bit, but not as good as like something like Pepto-Bismol would have been ideal to have. And I didn't. Or Gas-X, if nothing else. That might have broken up a lot if it was a gas issue. So I try to deal with these scary episodes, I call them. A lot of times I try to deal with on my own, because I'm afraid of waking him up, because I don't need him mad at me and or making me feel like he's mad at me and yelling at me, or like I'm bothering him, because I'm overreacting again. Well, what if there's something really wrong? What if I really am having a heart attack? Would you rather wake up and find me dead later? Okay, well, I'm sorry I bothered you. Go back to sleep. It's just, so I need my partner when stuff like that happens. And I need them to understand, that, the last thing I'm trying to do is bother them with it. But I'm scared. I don't know what's happening. I need their support. I need their love. I need their, babe, it's going to be okay. Okay, how do you feel? Okay, maybe you're just dehydrated a little bit. Drink some water, and then a lot of times if that's the case, I know what I feel like now when I'm dehydrated. I know the symptoms. And if I start feeling that way, then I'll start putting some water down me. But if you wake your partner and they make you feel like you're bothering them, like, leave me alone, I'm trying to sleep, you're overreacting, blah blah blah, and just make some assumption what you think it is, and it might not be that at all. So when the scary episodes happen, they're the most difficult for me to get through, but I try to get through them myself, and I do a lot of praying, to the spirits, to the angels, please, I don't want to die. Whatever this is, help me get it over with, get it out of me. I'm not ready to die. If I did something and messed up, okay, tell me about it after the feeling's gone, because I'm really trying to keep my cool here and not dial 911, and have them take me to the emergency room for no reason. They give me some simple little thing and bam, I'm okay. And then they, I got to figure out how to get back home. Well, start walking. I've had that happen to me before. That was about messed up. Where's my, where did you go? There it is. Knocked it in the floor and smashed the crap out of it. Oh, well, that one's ripped anyway. Better use another one because I don't need to be cutting myself next. Tea light. Perfect snuffer for the pipe. It was the hospital. You remember where East High School is? I don't know if you ever went there with me. I don't think you did. But it's 115 East Broad. It's down that way. And right next to it is a road called Taylor. You go down Taylor, you've got the OSU hospital there, and it's got that tall spire thing that's some of the hospital rooms and stuff. I went there one time because something hit me. I don't know what it was. I almost died. I was so severely dehydrated that they started pumping me with saline and water immediately upon arrival in the emergency room. But then the nurses weren't doing their job very well, and they would put have the saline and the water set up, and then the water would run out, and straight saline is going into my veins, and it feels like someone's injected me with fucking lighter fluid, and my veins are on fire. So I was in agonizing pain. I called the nurse and I said, look, could you please send somebody in here? I need water to mix with the saline. And, because straight saline's going in my arm right now. We did? I did not even know that. I'm so sorry. I'm glad you remember. You'll have to tell me some of the things we did if we went there. Were we friends when we went there together to East High School? Because I swear I don't remember us going there together. I mean, I remember living on Town Street, and I remember me, you, and Angie, and I remember Rosemont, but I swear I don't remember you ever going to East High with me. I'm sorry. I'm glad you do, though. So anyway, so they finally sent somebody in. They regulated the saline and the water. And oh, really? Oh my gosh. I'm glad you remember that. You'll have to tell me some of those memories to help me get them back, because I don't remember them, and those are too precious to not remember, for me. But so they're pumping me full of this stuff. They finally got me to, I guess, a stable enough point that they felt like it was safe to let me go. We sat together a lot, did we? Oh, I'm so glad. I am so glad. See, that's like a whole chunk of my life that I just completely, it's gone. I'm telling you, man, that attack really messed me up in the back of our building that time. I literally lost an entire year of my life. And apparently some very precious memories were in that year. Even though, let's see, if I would have graduated from East High School, I would have been the class of 87. So, wow. I cannot believe I forgot that. Anyway, when they finally released me from the hospital, thank God it was in the summer. I will say that, because it's how we ended up coming to your house on town. Really? Because I thought, because I thought the main way you found out that I was, where my Town Street place was, from Rosemont, when we went to Rosemont, because the van would drop me off there every day, and pick me up in the morning back when I was a day student, and you and I both rode the white van. So that's how I thought you knew where I was. So that's how you found me. I didn't know East High School was in the mix. But 2 years before I was due to graduate, I quit over a boy, of all stupid fucking reasons, over a boy, because he was going to a career center and I couldn't go with him. And I was all broken up about that. I was 16 years old at the time. And I quit. And if I would have stayed on 2 more years, I would have been the graduating class of 87. But Billy Womack ruined that for me. I can't totally blame him, because I don't remember if him and I were even together still, because he broke my heart. He was my first, so he broke my heart. He, 4F'd me, and then he was on his way, to the next little, I'm not even going to say, SBH. So anyway, they released me from the hospital. Because they used to give you, they would give you either bus fare to take a bus home. They would give you a bus ticket or something that would just at least get you where you were going. Or they would give you cab money so you could take a cab. But apparently they'd stopped doing that. So I literally, thank God I had some good slippers, because I was like, please, God, just let these slippers last and get me home. But I had to literally walk home in my slippers, in my clothes, with an adult diaper, on, and just liquid coming out of me the whole way. So the diaper was soaked by the time I got there. You want to talk about embarrassing, humiliating. Nobody knew, of course, but as if that wasn't humiliating enough, I ran into Chris on my way. He was coming the opposite direction. I thought he was coming up there to see me, and he said, no, he was going downtown for something. He was on his bike, and, I would have liked for him to have, went back home with me, at least got me safely home. But I was like, go ahead, I'll be fine. I'm halfway there anyway, or whatever. I'm almost there or something. So I just started, I kept walking. I got home, and, thank goodness the slippers that I had on lasted, because that was a distance.
That was because I was going to my Florida. I could not be waiting.
Oh, yeah. See, again, more stuff I'm forgetting. He had to go see his parole officer, or he would have walked me home, because he couldn't be late to his parole thing, because then he would get in trouble. So but we saw each other briefly there on the street and everything. And, I was like, they just released me, and I had no way home. I had no way to call anybody, to even call him, let him know that I had been released. So I was like, well, shit, what the hell do I do? So I just started walking. And, so yeah, I'm not too thrilled about that place. I better check this again, because it keeps changing the time a lot of times. Now it's saying 12:45 to 2:45. First, it started out, it was going to be 11:45 to 1:45. Now they're saying it's going to be 12:45 to 2:45. So that's the one thing I hate, is when they do that. They make you think it's going to come a certain time and they keep changing it. But because of all the garbage calls I keep getting, they know to call, they try, but then I never answer. So that's why I have to keep looking out the back window for them, watch for them to pull up, unless Maria happens to be looking out her window and see them before I do, in which case she's just going to open the door right away anyway. And because I don't know if she remembers that I'm getting packages today. Heck, I think it was an eyebrow hair. Thought it was an eyelash, but I was scratching my brow, and then I looked down. It looked like an eyelash on my fingernail. So yeah, that was not a fun situation, because I had to walk home, in that situation. I knew where you lived though, but me and Angie started walking to your house once we moved to Cypress Avenue. That was the first place we lived close enough to you to walk. I had lived on Dana. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, you're right. Because Cypress Avenue, if I remember right, was where you girls had that cool attic bedroom. And I spent the night there one time. And that we did that a lot. Like, you guys was, if you weren't spending the weekend at my place, I was spending the weekend at yours. We were quite the trio. So yeah, that was fun. At least that I didn't forget. I'm glad. And, going to Lazarus, you carrying the bandana in your back pocket so you could spray it with several different types of perfume. So you always smelled good. Playing in the fountain at Bicentennial Park when you had the tampon in your pocket. That was hilarious. Let's see. Just, I know we did a lot of, fun stuff, and, those are the precious memories to hold on to. And if anything will draw Angie to us, those times would. Some of the crazy stuff us silly girls got up to, right? So I'm glad we had those, I'm glad we had those happy times. May we never forget them. They're too precious, All the boys that lived by you. Yeah. There were definitely a lot of Mr. Yummies running around, huh? There were plenty of them I went stupid over, but I knew I was never going to be able to snag one of them, because they're too much of the F type, Find them, feel them, fuck them, forget them, And I just wasn't going to be one of those girls that was going to be done like that by a guy, and it ended up happening to me too much anyway. Because I wear my heart on my sleeve. I fall in love too easily, too quickly, too deeply, and then it breaks my heart and shatters my soul. So like I said, I don't know how many more times I can put myself back together, because it's happened so much, which later in life, it makes you have problems in your life and any relationships you're in. because you've many times thought you had worked through the issues and rose above them by letting them go. That, okay, yeah, that sucked. I did learn from it. I haven't repeated it since, so I guess I did. That's a good thing. I'm doing better. I'm noticing things that I didn't notice before, or I'm trying to catch myself when I see myself or feel myself going into a pattern that I know is like, nope, this is the old me. Nope, we can't have this. Then I will stop myself, take notice, and go, no, Janet, that's the old way of thinking. No more of that. Let's think of something positive here. Another good thing to do, excuse me, is remember those who are grateful for what they have will be blessed with more. Those who are not grateful for what they have will lose everything. And sadly, my brother is kind of in that right now. That's what I mean by a rut. But I'm still trying to do everything I can on this end safely to love him, forgive him, recognize his shortcomings, and, just still, I won't talk to him until and unless he apologizes. And even then, I might finally just snap one day and go, Carl, I've done a lot for you and this and that, and just get it all out, but try to do it as gentle as I can. And multiple times say, Carl, I'm not trying to hurt you here. I'm really not. But this is how long I've held on to these feelings, because I have always tried to be the better person and be the good sister, because Naomi was so bad to us. And we still love her. I don't know about him. I can only speak for myself, but I forgive her for what she did, but it still hurts that she did because of how serious it was, and every time we tried to help her, she didn't appreciate it. So we stopped helping her because there just didn't seem to be any point, because she never appreciated any of it. She cut us down. She threw our elderly mother out in the middle of winter with nowhere to go. And we got her moved into a house within a week because Pastor Toby, the pastor of the church that Jim is now a deacon at, they made it happen. And Mom got moved in December 22nd of like 2 years ago now. I think it's been at least 2 years. Like this past December 22nd made it 2 years, I think. But something like that. I just know that it was that the fact that our sister would stoop so low as to do that to our mother, you know what I mean? So then Carl doesn't seem to realize, or probably has never thought of, that put even more pressure on me, because now we're down a sister. So what? I have to be both. I have to be the big sister and the little sister. I have to be bend over backwards to help you now, Carl, and do things for you, and then just let you keep hurting me and not say anything and just keep stuffing it down. Well, I'm not stuffing it down anymore. You will hear me, and it's probably going to piss you off, and I'm sorry if it does, but in a way I'm not, because this is how long I've held this down, and yet I still forgive you and love you anyway, and try to rise above it, and still try to have your back, and still try to go up there to see you. I don't have to do that, And I've always said thank you when you give me gas money. I've always acknowledged and appreciate that you do, and then you try not to make it very often, because it's difficult for me. That there's times when, like, there may be in a single week there may be 2 or 3 different doctor's appointments going on, and we can't do that and go up there, because most of the time when I go up there, it's either me and Christy, very rarely me, Christy, and Maria, even more rare, or just me and Maria. But the majority of the time, it's just me. Okay, who's this? And why are you calling me? I don't know. You go away. Oh boy, good. Another part of the order shipped. Okay, the deck the hoodie and the lipstick. Yay! This is more Temu stuff that's shipped. Part of your order shipped. Okay, we got 3 more things. Is that? I'll check it later. That's fine by me. I don't mind partial ship. You like my pretty wallpaper? This is my wallpaper on my lock screen right now. It's like a winter wonderland kind of thing. So I have no idea when my package is finally going to show up, but so I've learned. I have learned what I guess what I'm trying to get at is I have learned, along the way, and that's what matters. And that also lets me know that I am evolving and learning from my mistakes, learning to catch my patterns when I'm going into a negative one so I can stop myself and go, now, Janet, let that shit go. Remember, this is this is not you anymore. You don't quit revisiting this stuff because going through it once is enough. Why keep putting yourself through it over and over again? So, but what I was trying to get at too also was do a grateful list. You can put as few or as many on there as you want. But what I mean by a grateful list is you write down at the top of the paper, you can do notebook paper. I am grateful for, and then number 1, I am grateful for my husband. Number 2, I am grateful for my home. Number 3, I'm grateful for the food in my belly. Number 4, I'm grateful for my job. Number 5, I'm grateful for my utilities. Number 6, think of things to be grateful for and put them down on the list. And after each one, look up to the heavens and say, thank you, thank you, thank you, as sincerely as you can, wholeheartedly as you can. Thank you, thank you, thank you, 3 times. So what I do is I write my list down. I write the thank you 3 times, and then I go back through and I read it again silently in my head. So I'm saying it once verbally when I first write it down, and then I'm saying it again mentally by reading back through the list. And each time I do, I check mark off each one. Or you can also fold it up into 3, like fold it 3 times, put it in a fireproof container, burn it in your sink, whatever you can do. Make sure, light fire to it. And as it's burning, feel that gratefulness, feel that gratitude, how lucky you are to have all that you have, how grateful you are to have all that you have, how much you appreciate all that you have, and you'll be blessed with more. Sign me up. Wouldn't you rather that than not be grateful for all that you have, however great or small that is? And, because some people may consider they have nothing, like my brother right now, which is ridiculous. And then others may think they have everything. So it's like, however great or small, be grateful for what you have and you'll be blessed with more. If you're not grateful for all you have, you will lose it all. You'll lose everything. Carl's children have pretty much turned on him. He has reached out to Chelsea most recently with that whole kerfuffle that happened with her and Justin, and has offered, and he told Tina this, the mother of Chelsea. So Tina was Carl's first wife. And she, Carl is willing, if Chelsea is willing, to get someone to bring her up here to Columbus, because she's still in Kentucky. Bring her and the baby, Paisley, up here to Columbus. Carl, Paisley, and Chelsea will all 3 go out to Walmart or one of those stores, and he will get that baby some clothes, because she has the outfit she's wearing and a pair of Crocs, and that's it, the way I understand it. So Justin is being such an SOB about everything, and certainly towards his own daughter. Let me see if that's Amazon. Yes. Be right back. Sissy? This is my favorite part. I said I might do that. It's like if I suddenly jump and run, it's because I'm flying down the steps to get my stuff. Maria got it for me, bless her. She saw the truck, and she grabbed it because they just tried to call. The big reveal. Woo. Oh, cool. Okay. This is the 7 Archangels incense. Each day there's a different angel, and therefore there's a different scent. So you see what the day is. Today is Saturday. So if I can do this without tearing up the box. Nope. Oh, well. Okay. The last batch of these I had, me and Maria got them from the last You Leave that we went to. Okay, this is Chamuel. Chamuel or something like that. Might be Samuel. And that's just the way they say it. Oh, man, don't tell me this doesn't have the sayings on it. Aw. But it has the days, right? Oh, no, you're kidding. It don't even have the day. That's okay. I wrote them down. Anyway, the first batch I got, I don't know if they were about this big or not. They weren't very big, I don't think. But this is definitely not the same set like I was hoping. So, backup plan. I've got my little, this is the angel list, from the last batch that we got. Okay, so today is Saturday. Zedekiel. Okay, let me find Zedekiel. There's Michael. This one's upside down. Gabriel. Zedekiel. Here he is. This is Zedekiel. You can't probably see it very well. This is just, one person's depiction of Zedekiel. You only get 5 sticks, and you only light 1 each day. So the angel of today is Zedekiel. Pull out. Oh, that smells so good. And it's like you're doing a daily angelic guidance thing, basically. So what I will do later is I will take, maybe some of my stickers or take some Post-its or something. And somewhere on these, I'll post Saturday, Sunday, Monday for each angel. That way I know which one is which. So Zedekiel. Oh, and I got to read his thing. This is what it is. This is what it's about. So you light the incense, you find out the angel of the day, and then let me find him here. Samuel Gabriel. Zedekiel, where are you? Here he is. Okay. Archangel Zedekiel, angel of Saturday. I am he who protects you and guides you on Saturday with the power of transmutation and intellect, energy of violet flame, I help you to clean and regenerate your physical body and erase all track of traumas, sadness, failures, unhappiness of mind and heart. Blessed be. So that's the little chant thing that you say to him. So sorry to scoot. Hubby is home and we are heading out to eat. I'll have to catch up this week sometime. Love, peace, and happiness. Okay, hun. Thanks for coming by. And I will work on these here in a bit. Stay wild, Moonchild. I gotta mark this guy off so I know I've used that one. And I'll just keep going. Anyway. Because I've only been on here a little over an hour. So anyway, you light the incense, you say the chant to the angel of the day, and that angel guides you throughout the day. So I thought that was pretty cool. So when I had the last batch, I decided to write down each of the chants or little phrases or whatever to the each angel. And then I was just lighting incense of my own. And sometimes I will light a tea light for each angel each day and an incense. And then other times I just light one. Like I'll light one or the other. So, this is a different batch. And that's okay. That's why I'm glad I wrote them down. Let me go ahead and get this lit for Zedekiel here. He's the Saturday angel, which there's a special significance with that for me anyway, because Saturday is my day. It's ruled by Saturn, my ruling planet. So Saturday is a very powerful day for me. So it's nice to know that Zedekiel is with me, for sure. And, you know, it helps. It helps in just amazing ways. It really does. So this is just sort of my own style of daily spirituality that I have developed. And I have no problem sharing it with others on here because if it can help them like develop a sense of spirituality about themselves, especially the trans out there, the transgenders and the LBTQ or, you know, lesbians, gays, you know, and stuff, which we have a lot of friends that are that way. And we don't judge them because they are. We love them just the same. I have a lot of them that I miss that I don't ever get to see because they're so busy with their lives. All right. Here we go. So let's get on to the fun stuff, shall we? And please let this fit. Because this is probably like literally the closest I'm ever going to have this jacket. Pink Ladies jacket. Movie Grease. Oh, crap. Now I'm trying to break my neck. Good one, Janet. Now, they consider these props. So, this is like, you know, you can kind of make up your own, you know, grease outfit. You know, dress like a pink lady. But I'm wearing it with witchy clothes. You see what I'm saying? Who does that? I mean, as far as I know, I'm the first one. And I know the Pink Ladies Pledge. The Pink Ladies Pledge to act cool, to look cool, and to be cool. Till death do us part. Think pink. Yeah, I know the Pink Ladies Pledge. And here we have my pants. So I'm wearing a Pink Ladies jacket, a witch t-shirt, gothic pants. And people are going to be like, a what? I don't get it. And then other people are going to be like, oh, that is so cool. Why didn't I think of that? You know, I might start a trend. I don't know. Who knows? But, you know, it's all in fun. It's not meant to be. And these are stretchy. Yay! And look at all the pockets. I love pockets. I'm a pocket junkie. So you got pocket there, pocket there. Here's my chains, y'all. Pocket down here. On this side, a pocket down here. Awesome. I knew I would love these. My first pair of gothic pants. Awesome. So, gothic pants, pink lady's jacket, and a freaking witch a hoodie. And a cardigan once I get it. Well, if I'm wearing the cardigan, though, most likely I won't be wearing the pink lady jacket. And this is my hoodie. Live by the sun, love by the moon. Isn't it pretty? And the sleeves are made like super long. So that, and it's got a little thing where you can put your thumb through. So I cannot wait to put this on and see there's the little star right there. And it kind of reminds me of Supernatural, the Supernatural series too, because their tattoo with the pentacle and the flame. And the jacket fits. It fits okay. I'm glad because I tried to get as big of a one as I could. And it's just like real super thin, you know. This is not anywhere near the material that they used for the actual jackets in the movie. That's why they call it a replica, but it's satiny-like or something. So, again, I wouldn't be able to wear this around my cats because they would have it shredded. So, imagine this hoodie with these pants and this jacket and the gothic boots that I'm getting, which I think the heels are somewhere in the neighborhood about yay, and they got chains on the back of them. So when I wear that whole outfit on a live, people are going to go, wow. But hopefully in a good way. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I think. Okay, okay. Let me get them. That is the front. Yes. Okay. That's the front. So how I could make this like a chain that hangs down. Oh shit, that's easy. I could just take a little, crochet a little piece about yay long, hand sew it on here. Literally hand sew it to the pants because I don't want the weight, because even though this is like virtually no weight, I don't want even this kind of weight pulling down on the yarn piece. So I would literally sew it on here, make sure I get it positioned perfectly. Okay, that one's there, so that's where I would put it and sew it on. And so I would wear them like this instead. So the chain would be dangling in the front. And, oh, man, this is so cool. And these is where you can tie the feet up in the bottom if you want. If they're like, because you don't like, depending on what kind of like shoes you're wearing or something, you don't want to be stepping all over them. So you would put it above the ankle slightly and then use the little tie straps to tie them in place. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. So yeah, that's my outfit that I am going to be wearing here shortly. Probably. But, you know, it's like I said, it's all in fun. And it's just part of me, you know, doing my own thing. And because this jacket is so flimsy, you know, especially for the price you get it. And yes, the pink lady symbols on the back like it's supposed to be and everything real big. And then it's on the front here. It's on this side. It says pink ladies. But, you know, I mean, Grease was definitely, it was a childhood thing that I really loved and really enjoyed and always wanted to be a pink lady, you know. Well, now I am. I got the jacket. To me, that's a start. And I've always loved the color pink. I could do like my neon pink wig sometime, do me like some punked out looking, gothic chick, which to people ain't going to know what to make. They're not going to be like, I can't figure you out. And I'm like, good. Then my evil plan is working. But my favorites are going to be the ones that are going to love it. And they're going to be like, you know what? That is so cool. I think I'm going to do it. Can I be a pink lady with you? Sure. But you have to be a Grease lover, Grease fan, the movie, because that's where this comes from. And doesn't mean that you have to suddenly date biker dudes or something. I wish my hair was not looking all fried like it is, but oh well. I could do a high ponytail because that was the style they wore back then. So yeah, let me go put on my snazzy jazzy outfit. And for now, if I could find, somewhere around here, I might be able to find them. Find me a safety pin, rather. Clothespin, listen to me. Come on. No, I don't want to go back on. Of course I don't. Yeah, I'll just put it on the ring. It'll be easier. I'm going to go put on my outfit so I can show it on live. Ta-da! It's witchy pink lady gothic me. Finally found some gothic pants that are actually comfortable to wear. Because I remember back during the days of, and yeah, I'm wearing my hood because my hair's fried. Why not? When parachute pants first came out, and I had one pair. They were size 29 when I got them. They were pure satin. They had the long zipper pockets and stuff. And I loved those pants to death. I've got pictures of me wearing them, and I was at Bicentennial Park at the time. But those, I ended up getting them like way too big. So I had to wear a belt with them usually, I think, just to be able to wear them, because otherwise they were too loose around the waist. I loved those pants. Loved them, loved them, loved them. But if you didn't have the right body shape and the right body weight, you couldn't get them because they don't have the stretch that these do. So these are Gothic, but they're stretchy. So they're like Gothic jeggings or something, and I like that about them because they allow you to move and bend and stuff in different ways. And as you can see, I got my thumbs through and here's see, they're meant to be extra long. There's one of them. There's the other. So yeah, what's up? I finally got some Gothic pants I can wear, and they're comfortable. And if I want to tie up the ankles, I can, but I don't have to. I can just leave them hang. Knowing me, I would get like those little hat pins that, I've got a hat that's full of them. I've worn it on here before. Get these different cool little hat pins and just put a bunch of them on there, on these. But then I'd be afraid to lose them, just to be a little different. So for now, sadly, my chain's going to have to remain on my side. What is that? What is that for? Okay. And there's one over here too. I don't get it. What are these for? That's trippy. What? Oh, cool. Another discovery I made about my new pants I just got today. Cool. They got these little clip things on the side. I guess you can run stuff through. You squeeze the little thing on the side and this part comes out. So you could I don't understand what they're for, but I'll leave them there for now. Maybe I'll figure them out. I don't know. So this is the first time I bought a pair of, well, they don't call them parachute pants because of the chain. These are Gothic, so I'll say Gothic. My first pair of Gothic pants in this sense. And I'm glad that I waited because I was able to find some that are stretchy and comfortable, and it's still Gothic. And they fit me really good. And they will also help me further be able to tell when I've lost some weight, because they'll fit differently. They fit fine. They're not too tight or anything like that. Nice deep pockets that I can put my hands in. And then these long pockets, I'm sure I'll find something to do with those. That's just trippy. Anyway, I'm going to be like messing with my pants all day because this is such a big deal for me. Which a lot of people might be like, aren't you overreacting a bit like a younger person? Yeah, because I am younger at heart, always have been. And my body may be 54, but there are parts of me that are forever 21. So, finally got me a nice, cool, witchy outfit. And, I waited for it, and I didn't impulse buy, really. I waited for a long time before I got these. And now I got my hoodie coming, my Gothic hoodie. And I think that the Pink Ladies jacket rocks it pretty well, because it makes people, I want people to go, I can't figure you out. Don't even try. But the Pink Ladies thing, to me, how I would approach that now, like my own version of something like that would be, I wouldn't say Pink Ladies because I don't want it, people start saying I'm copyright infringing or anything, which I would never do. But it would be like that group of girls that hung out together all the time, and group of ladies in this case that all decided just for fun to get Pink Ladies jackets, and because we really loved the movie, that was a part of our childhood, that was a happier time. And some of us may even have lived back then and been teenagers during that time. My mom was, because she was born in 1931, so she went through the 50s and 60s, y'all. She really did. So there were poodle skirts and just, high ponytails, fuzzy sweaters, ascots, the little scarves the guys wear around their necks, and some of the girls would too. And so now I'm going to enjoy the journey of taking my time to put together my own Pink Ladies outfit, but that it will be uniquely me, but there will be enough elements about it that I'm honoring Grease. I'm honoring Olivia Newton-John because she was my idol forever and ever and ever, and still is and always will be. And she's yet another one that was taken from us far too young. And I'm absolutely heartbroken. I never got to meet her, never got to know her. And I just feel like her and I would have been like best friends if I would have been lucky enough to meet her. But I can have her in my life now. I can have her spirit around me, and I hope she knows that she is welcome and just how big of a fan I am. Would I categorize myself her biggest fan? No, probably not. But big enough that if she doesn't feel it by now, then she never will. Because I don't need to be dramatic about such things. I take my time. I enjoy the journey of putting together a fitting outfit that not only would you be able to plausibly wear back then, but that I could see Olivia's character wearing as Sandy, the poodle skirts and the, whatever they called the shoes. I forget what they called the shoes, but they were black and white, and, the fuzzy sweaters and, pink fuzzy sweater with, usually it was short sleeved and it was poofy at the sleeves up top. And, but it's winter. So, I don't exactly think it's a good idea to be running around in poodle skirts and stuff right now, maybe in the spring or summer, but it would just be fun, to get a group of ladies together and everybody to get pink jackets and just be, an honorary, fun girls group or something that, we may be older now and we're not teenagers anymore, but in our hearts we are. And we can always go back there by wearing the jacket. And for those of us that actually did live back during that time and went through the 50s themselves, I wish I could have been there, but I wasn't born till 69. So the 50s era went, past me by like a freight train. Like a freight train on high, meaning its highest speed. But since I'm sitting here doing a whole lot of nothing, might as well do a daily affirmation and all. This time I'm not going to shuffle. What's my affirmation today? Letting go. I don't dwell on bad things that happened. I let things go because I have enough heavy things to carry around, and also grudges aren't a great look. Now, is that fitting or is that fitting? It certainly is, and is that not what I just talked about earlier? It's not worth holding on to that negative stuff. And that's the first time I've gotten that card. But it's absolutely true. It's right on the money. That's why I love these cards. Can't wait to get my deck that's coming from Temu. Because it's a tarot deck. That one is definitely going to be the favorite of my collection. What message does the Green Oracle have for me today? Animals! This one's got a fairy in the card. So it's one of my favorite. Not that I don't like all the cards, because I do. But when it's got fairies in it, I'm like, oh, look, it's me. 33 animals, and the fairies like dancing or something, or trying to... Animals are just looking at her. There's an eagle, a deer, a Bambi to be specific, a rabbit, a domestic kitty cat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 animals there. That's card 33. So let's see what 33. Animals, all kind of animals. A cat, a rabbit, a deer, a bear, and an eagle sitting in front of a fairy holding the wand of a music director. So that's what she's doing. Animals are very different from one another. Also, many animals are carnivorous and eat other animals. Nature, we know, can be cruel. It has so much death and suffering. What it doesn't have is evil. Animals cannot be evil because when you look at them, you cannot look just at a single action, but you look at them all together. The ecosystem moves like a melody or a dance. Divination. People can be different and each have different qualities and give importance to different things. Action is the key to change. Many voices need a single direction to sound as one. There is a music in life. So, yeah, I like that. Thank you, animals. Thank you, my fairy friend. But the grateful list is nice, and if you do it every day, it helps you to remain grateful. Today's the 30th. Okay, double checking. I lose days all the time. Spell for scrying. For a spell for seeing the future, light a white or silver candle to do some scrying. Traditionally, you use a bowl of water with the full moon reflected in it, but you can use the reflection of a candle flame instead. Let your thoughts drift as you gaze at the light and see what images you get. Write them down and think about what they mean for you. Think about a person or problem and try again. See what insights or answers you are given. There is a solution to every problem. Allow your inner mind to help you. Wow, that's a good spell for today. I might try to do that tonight. Do scrying. I've got a crystal ball, so. Okay, get out of here, bug. And the goddess of the day is Iris. Halcyon days in Greece. Themes: winter, peace, protection, air, meditation, promises, beginnings, symbols, rainbows, and water. About Iris, this Greek messenger to the gods traverses between the earth and heavens, appearing as a winged maiden on a shining, hopeful rainbow. In this form, she represents the calm after the storm, the end of the year's activities, and the advent of a new beginning. Traditional offerings to her include figs, cakes, wheat, and honey. In some stories, it was Iris's job to gather water from the underworld for use in taking sacred oaths. To do today, the word halcyon comes from a legendary bird that builds its nest on the ocean in the winter, sedating the winds with its song to safeguard its young. Thus, the week before and after the winter solstice are said to bear both the halcyon and Iris's calm, ambience, and hopeful demeanor. To inspire an improved outlook, find a rainbow sun catcher and put it in a window today so that Iris's radiance can fill your home. Get an extra one for your car or maybe a rainbow-colored air freshener so you can keep that energy with you throughout the day. For another aromatic approach, open a window briefly today and let Iris fly in on wings of change and refreshment. Burn some violet or lavender incense as you do. These two aromatics accentuate this goddess's vibrations. Wow. If it wasn't so cold out, I would do that today, but it's too cold to open any windows. I've got a sun catcher that I don't have anywhere to put it by a window, though. If I bring it out here, I'm afraid my cats would see it and it would be destroyed. All right, I'm going to go throw these away so I don't slip it all over them. So yeah, I've just got my doesn't look like, does it? There we go. So I don't want to get them tangled. I think that's how they're supposed to hang right now anyways. Okay, so got the spell of the day. Got the goddess of the day. It's already after 2, so I need to get going here because if I let my mom down again today, I don't want to disappoint her again today by not going over. So Brooke, hun, sorry you didn't make it on. Just watch this when you can. And again, I'm sorry if part of the reason why you didn't come on is because you were afraid I was going to talk about the text messages from Michael. I promise you I wouldn't. I may have mentioned something briefly, but, as you will see, I tried to keep the live positive. Vicky was on, at least, as long as she could be. But her and her hubby had to go out and do some stuff, so I understand they had to go. I got my new batch of incense. I've got to find a way to mark it. Like maybe take one of my Sharpies or something and mark it so I know which one's which. So I'm probably going to be leaving here soon to go over to Mom's. And it's pretty cold out there today. I don't know if I'm going to wear my tennis shoes or if I'm going to, decide to wear my boots. Yeah, I might just go ahead and wear my tennis shoes because there's like no snow on the ground or anything. But I know the temperatures, they can get a little nippy out. Well, this would fit differently if I didn't have the hair clip in my hair. That's why it's not probably coming forward like it should. But I could always take like one of my little flower hair clip things and like clip it in to keep the hood up. So as you can see, now you know why I said you'll understand when you see the jacket and see why I wanted to keep it as a surprise, because it's taken me a lot of years to finally get a copy of this jacket. Because I think the ones in the movie were actually a darker pink slightly. It seems like maybe I'm wrong. I'll have to watch it again and see. Because now if you're talking an actual prop jacket from the movie that, say, Olivia Newton-John herself wore, which I don't know. Did she ever wear a pink lady's jacket? I don't think she did, but not that I'm aware. But she's gone now. So, like Frenchie, the lady that played Frenchie, she definitely wore one. If you're talking getting one of those jackets, you better have the Mucho Dolly. Mucho Dolly. You better have that mucho money or you ain't getting it, because that would be an actual something that they wore on their bodies. So yeah, that would go. That would be like having Dorothy's ruby slippers from Wizard of Oz. Okay, because they said those things were literally real rubies. Those shoes were covered with real rubies. I'm like, and they got stolen, I thought, or something, but somehow they made their way back. I don't know. But anyway, I envy the person that owns them, because I would love the chance to stick my feet in those one time, knowing that Judy Garland herself wore them and would feel like Dorothy for that split instant. At some point in the future, I do want to get me a Glinda the Good Witch costume, but I'm hoping that finding a wig that will look like her hair, because it was that blonde, that big blonde, poofy, wavy. That might be tricky unless the crown comes with the hair attached to it, because I have a wig like that has the hair attached to it, and it's from the Alice in Wonderland, the one with Johnny Depp in it. The chick that plays the Red Queen, my daughter loves her. Her name's something Bohemia or something. She's in a lot of movies, and Alicia loves her to death. She plays Bellatrix Lestrange in the Harry Potter series. She loves her, and I do too. You know, I really liked her in Dark Shadows with Johnny Depp. She ended up turning herself into a vampire because she was injecting Johnny Depp's characters, because he was a vampire, his blood into her own body, and it literally turned her into a vampire. And they drowned her, and in the end of the movie, they pan down under the water, and you see her floating there, and her eyes suddenly open. So it's like, oh shit. You know, it didn't work. She's alive. But yeah, anyway, so, hey boo, how you doing, buddy? Hello. How's the boo baby? How's the boo baby? Mommy loves you. Sorry you can't see very much of him, but now there you can see him now. There's your boo baby fix, Brooke, whenever you get around to watching this. And it's okay. Like I said, hon, it's okay you didn't make it on. I'm sorry if I had you a little leery that I was going to be totally focused on negative stuff. No. I read my card today. You know, I'm learning to let that stuff go. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and kill this live. Don't know what else to say. I've already showed off my outfit. I'm wearing this to my mom's today because she's going to go, what? Her reaction is going to be golden. And, now it's just a matter of, and I got to go down and, let Maria see it, of course. And let her know that she didn't get the cardigan like she thought. Let her know that the top that's coming for her is a hoodie. It's not like this one. It's don't have the same design on it, but she'll still like it because it's still witchy. And I'm like, we can get the cardigan for you another time. That's, it's no big deal. Just one of those you want to act as quickly as you can, though. I'm not saying you have to do it today, but act as quickly as you reasonably can, because those are going to go fast. I just have that feeling, those are going to go fast. And, hey, boo. Because they're a popular, definitely a popular witchy wear for sure. And this way, like I said, I can have my hoodie on in the morning, to keep myself warm. And I know my mom's probably thinking she ain't going to make it over again today. Yes, I am, Mother. What I'm not looking forward to is going over to the Kroger and hope that when I do, and be optimistic and everything, that when I do, I'll be able to just walk right up to the customer service, or there might be one other person in line. That's it. I'll time it right. I'll get over there. I won't have a long ass line to stand in. And I'll be able to finally get the rent, because I wanted to also, get out the last $27 I'm going to have, and, put it with, or actually it's going to be less than 27. Get the rent first, see what's left, whatever's left, find some small item to get, like pack of Kool-Aid, if nothing else, or something, and just use some of my cash money to do it if I have to, so I can get cash back. and then just ask for whatever's left on my card once I get the rent, because the rent's the main thing. And take that, couple it with the 26 that I have in my wallet, because 20 of that, oh, that's right, 20 of it I got to give to my mom. So I'm only getting some of it. So putting the 7 with the 26 is going to leave me $33. So I have $33 for the whole month of January. Yeah. Can't do a lot with $33. Not nowadays. Not with the cost of living being so ridiculously high now and everything. And, you know, Brooke, I tried to give you as long as I could, hon, to pop on, but I guess you got busy or whatever. And that's okay. I'm not mad. Please don't think I'm mad. I'm not. I will see you next live. I'm going to get off here so I can get ready to go over and see my mom, because she probably already thinks I'm not coming. Thank you all for coming. Blessed be. Stay wild, Moonchild. See you next live.